Today we are going to learn to create recipe in Fuji V-SFT Soft for Fuji HMI. Recipe in HMI are created using recipe function, but it is always some complication assigning memory area and other things. Here we will learn to create recipe using simple data registers, bit switches and simple text code using macro or script which is known as in other systems like Mitsubishi or Siemens. We will make simple recipe for juice mixing process of 4 different juices shown in Excel. Here we have 4 juices mix apple, orange, grape and blueberry. These juices have 4 parameters: fruit juice in ml, sugar, temperature and agitation time in seconds. To create this recipe, we will use internal registers for value of and records. These will be 16-bit word registers. We will use U1000 to U1003 4 registers which will entry 8 characters name. U1004 single register for record number. U1005 to U1012 2 word registers for each 4 other parameters. So 13 registers are needed for writing single record. We will reserve 20 word registers for saving the data of each record. U1100 to 1119 for record 1, U1120, 1139 for record 2, U1140 to 1159 for record 3 and U1160 to U1179 for record 4. These records are data for each fruit juice recipe. We will select SPF Fuji PLC to simulate this project in our V-SFT software. We will create 2 sections. Left for display of current record data and right for entry of record data to save. left for display of current record data, and right for entry of record data to save. We will use two buttons to create macro trigger, one for loading of record data and one for saving of record data. For these two, we will again use internal bit registers. Now we will assign addresses to entries U1000 to 1012. Two word registers for double word real number data entry. Similarly, we will use registers from U100 to 112 for displaying of record data and different registers for saving data that will create in macro. Open properties of switch and go to other settings to show macro and all other available options. We will use on macro, that is when switch is pressed to execute the macro. To easily create the macro function, use support dialog. It shows all the instructions of PLC in macro. You can look up in detail manual of how macro works in the help section. Open reference manual to understand in detail how macro works. Let's get back to macro creation. First we will create save macro. Here we are using condition input if U1004, that is record number input, is 1, then batch move, that is B move 20 word registers from starting from U1000 to U1100. Now copy it for each number of records, where record number input is 2, then copy 20 register starting from again U1000 to 1120, and so on for other record numbers. Copy it. Now we will create load macro. So I have copied the save macro and we will edit in for again display record number condition U104. When U104 is 1, then batch move 20 registers from U1100 to U100. Similarly for all other records, when record number U104 is 2, then copy or batch move U1120 to U100, and so on. Check again. Forgot important thing. Assigning input to data entries. Also need a keyboard overlap window to enter data. Let's set overlap window number 0 as text and overlap window number 1 as number keypad. Now just need to assign same overlap window for all other numbered input. The agitation time is in fraction. So change digit and decimal point. Same goes for display side. Also, the record number in the display side also need to be entry to load from the recipe record data. Start emulator. Now enter the data from the previous created Excel table. Once all entries are done, press save and macro will save the data in recipe records. To check the record, enter the record number in display side and press load. Finish entering all the given record data. Here I have only provided memory size of 4 registers for name, which will only accept 8 alphabets or characters. Now very important point, I have used HMI's internal register which are non-retentive, meaning the data will be reset when HMI power off. To prevent this, use PLC's retentive data registers such as LW or DL for Fuji PLC SPF series.